All right, breaking news, breaking news. I thought this was a hoax, but this is actually true. P. Diddy has been arrested on federal charges. Let's just take a look at this clip and see what's going on.
Sources telling CBS News New York that Homeland Security agents took the music mogul into custody tonight. Jennifer Bisram live in Midtown with the very latest. Jennifer.
Hi, Maurice. We've learned from multiple federal law enforcement sources tonight that Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and is now in federal custody. We've learned that he was taken into custody from this very hotel we are standing in front of, the Park Hyatt, sometime this evening. Now, the music mogul has been under mounting scrutiny since last year when a lawsuit was filed by his ex-girlfriend Cassie, accusing him of sex trafficking and years of abuse. Back in March, Sean Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami were searched by Homeland Security agents. The reason for this arrest and possible charges have not yet been revealed. But this evening, we did hear from his attorney, who called the developments an unjust prosecution. In a statement, his attorney said in part, he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Now, again, it is still unclear what charges Sean Combs has been arrested under. A news conference, we're told, is expected to be held tomorrow morning by federal law enforcement. That is when we are going to learn more. But again, tonight we are learning that Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and is now in federal custody. We are live in Midtown Manhattan tonight. Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York.
Okay, Jen, thank you. And do stay with CBS News New York for the latest on this breaking news story. Our morning team, they will bring you.
Well, there you have it. It is true. He's been arrested, and although I hate to see people go to jail, and especially black men in particular, but I feel if you do something wrong, you need to get punished for it. And I always, even growing up in the 90s, I just didn't like Diddy or Puff Daddy when they called him Puff Daddy. I respect what he did in music. I respect him as a businessman. I respect what he did with making the band and the stuff he did in the early 2000s. But I just didn't like, I knew it was something shady about him. And the interviews from former bodyguards, my suspicions has now become true. I think he did play a role in Biggie's murder. I wouldn't say Tupac's murder, but I would say more than the notorious Big murder, just because of the circumstances surrounding that. If you guys didn't know, he pulled off real fast right before Biggie was gunned down, and there's numerous of witnesses saying this stuff. There's just stuff of Puff Daddy convincing Biggie to do this interview and go out to LA. So I think it's time for Puffy to, reap what he sowed. I never liked Puff Daddy. Like I said, I do respect what he did in the 90s as a businessman and with music, because I grew up in that era and I was a fan. But I always knew something was shady about him. He just seemed like a corny dude who got some money and started abusing his power. I hate to see this happen, but I'm glad he's getting indicted, because the truth needs to come out of what this guy's been up to. We see what he did with Cassie. So this guy hasn't always been a good guy like he's portraying himself. He's been a bad boy, and it's time for the bad boy to get punished. And I 100% support it. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like P. Diddy or Puffy? Because I never really did like him as a person, but I respect what he did as an entrepreneur and businessman. But I never really liked him. But he has been indicted. And we'll see what happens next. Share your thoughts below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.